That's BBC News at 1. You can keep up with all the latest developments on the BBC website. The news continues here on BBC One, as now it's time to join our colleagues across the nations and regions for the news where you are. Bye.
Hello and a happy new year. I'm Asad Ahmed. The air ambulance covering Kent, Surrey and Sussex says this time of year is when they see a spike in serious accidents, including collisions caused by drink and drug driving. So Runa was given exclusive access to their headquarters to speak to the team.
24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The doctors, paramedics and pilots are always here, ready for an emergency.
This time of year we do see an increase in the incidents we attend, particularly road traffic accidents, and that is in part due to the poor driving conditions, the lower light levels. Some of those incidents we attend are caused by substance misuse, alcohol and drug whilst driving.
I am so proud of my daddy. He flies up so high in a big fast helicopter.
At this time of year, the charity are urging people to take extra care on the roads. But at Christmas and New Year, they also see an increase in the number of patients who need their help at home.
We start CPR.
We know that a high proportion of people who have sudden cardiac arrest do so at home, and the closest people to them are their family.
It costs £45,000 a day to run this emergency service, and so far the charity has already attended more than 100 incidents this month alone. Thanks to donations, they will be there when needed, but are urging people to take extra care.
Runa with that report. Well, as people prepared to see in the new year last night, a boy was stabbed and killed in Primrose Hill shortly before midnight. Police officers and London's air ambulance tried to save the 16-year-old, but he was pronounced dead a short time later. A man has been arrested and police are appealing for witnesses to contact them. After 24 hours of travel chaos on the Eurostar at the end of last week, the company that runs the track says there's no evidence yet to show the tunnel flood was caused by a burst pipe which feeds the fire safety system. That was the reason given by Thames Water when it happened. Well, thousands of people had their New Year travel plans disrupted or cancelled as a result of the flood. Charity shops are expecting a bumper few days ahead, with donations coming in as people clear out their cupboards. It means money can be raised for good causes, but there are two key tips to remember when donating. Here's Layla Hayes.
A new year and, for many of us, time for a Christmas clear out. It's great news for charity shops, which are often desperate for donations, like this one in Earl's Court.
I just prefer it as a student. It's better prices for me.
Every piece of clothing has like a story behind it, which is super cool. And just like finding something, you know, like one man's trash is another man's treasure. So, yeah.
Donations are the lifeblood of charity shops, with 96% of items donated sold on to customers.
In the last year, shops like this raised more than £380 million for charities. So even a small donation can make a huge difference.
So if you're planning a New Year giveaway, there are two things to remember.
The first is, please don't dump stuff outside a charity shop's door. It's not legal, and who knows what might befall that sort of stuff that you dump. And the second thing I would say is, try and be mindful that the sort of stuff that you're donating is stuff that you yourself might like to see in a charity shop. Shops are valuable places; they're not household waste sites.
If you've had a Christmas of excess, now's the time to start afresh and give something back to charity. Layla Hayes, BBC London.
Now, just over an hour ago, London's hugely popular New Year's Day parade began. It draws in thousands of people to the capital, as you can see there, and attracts a TV and online audience, would you believe, of hundreds of millions of people around the world. Performers have also come from around the globe to take part. Now, the annual parade is free and you can catch it going through Piccadilly, Regent Street, St James's, Pall Mall, Trafalgar Square and Whitehall. Maybe you've got time to even get there. Look at the weather now with Katrina.
Hello there, good afternoon to you. It stays breezy through the rest of today. Cloud amounts will increase with outbreaks of rain. We're looking at highs today of around 10 in Celsius. So a very unsettled evening ahead. There's going to be a lot of rain around, but clearing by the end of the night. Temperatures will fall away to around 9 in Celsius. So tomorrow morning it's going to be a mild start. A few clear spells at first, but quite quickly that cloud will increase with further outbreaks of rain. It's also going to turn increasingly windy, gusts widely around 40 to 50 miles per hour. So there is a weather warning in force for those strong winds. That's valid until 9 o'clock tomorrow night. But you can see a much drier picture by the end of the afternoon. Highs tomorrow of around 14 in Celsius, but something a bit drier, a bit brighter on Wednesday.
That's it, but do enjoy this, the first day of the new year. I'm back later. Bye for now.
16 superhuman gladiators are ready to do battle against everyday people.